All right, guys. Well, like as promised, Smith and Wesson M&P Shield 9mm review. There it is in my everyday carry Haley Strategic G-code inside the waistband holster. G-code makes really great injection molded plastic holsters. Awesome. Maybe we'll do a review on that later. As you can see, carried a lot. I've even worn some of the felt off of it. It's been used basically every day for about 2 years now. Got a little bit of road rash on it and some scratches and stuff here and there on the belt clip, but all that's neither here nor there. I already safety checked it real fast, just double check. No magazine, chamber's empty, but I do leave my firearms loaded at all times. The only reason I unloaded this one is because I knew literally I'm about to do this review and I've got another firearm sitting right behind me fully loaded. So we are good to go. Everyone's still safe, secure, and able to defend themselves. As you can see, the finish on this bad boy has got a good bit of wear. The barrel hood has some wear on it from using it. Got a little bit of holster wear on it. Scratches on the polymer frame, all that good stuff. And I leave it on fire. I do not leave this pistol on safety. I don't find the need to. It's very positive. Safety's on. Safety's off. Does not do it inadvertently. It's very much something you have to do on purpose with your hand. Slide stop, slide release, whichever you prefer to call it or use it as. Solid little pistol, 3.1 inch barrel. This one's chambered in 9mm. Trigger has really been improved on these over the original M&Ps and the M&P 9Cs. This thing is really nice. It's actually better than my factory Glock 19 trigger. Magazine, chamber. All right. So it breaks very clean. It's got a little bit of take up, so you have to disengage that trigger safety, which is basically what you do whenever you pull a trigger the correct way. So once you get that trigger safety disengaged, you just have a little bit of take up, and then you kind of hit a wall right there, and it breaks. Not bad, not bad. And the over travel is stopped by that little nub on the inside of the trigger guard, and it mates up with the little nub on the bottom of the trigger shoe itself. So, and then if you hold it to the rear, and you get your reset, you actually get a real quick reset, right? It's a little bit mushier than the Glock, but it's a very definable, audible, and you can feel it reset. So enjoy it very much. You can shoot rapidly with it and shoot accurately with it. It likes 124 grain, at least in this particular iteration of it. 115 is okay. 147 is pretty nice too, but 124 seems to be the sweet spot as far as accuracy, and I like the spear gold dot. 124 plus P's for my carry load. Out of this little short barrel, I use the short barrel version for this little guy, and then I use the regulars for my Glock 19 and full size M&Ps. But yeah, this thing has done well for me. We'll go over a little bit of takedown for you here. So what I like to do to take these down is I just go ahead and lock my slide to the rear, rotate my takedown lever 90 degrees straight down. And once it's rotated straight down, you can then release the slide, let it come forward, and you can see it's a little bit forward of its normal position on the frame, right? Everything looks like a little out of place, a little out of battery. And with these M&Ps, you can actually use a tool on the inside and disengage it so you don't have to pull the trigger. But hey, that's whatever. I don't like that. So I just go ahead and pull my trigger and remove the slide. So here's our frame. We can look in there and see I got some wear on my little guide rails because I do shoot this thing. I use it to carry it. I've got about 500 rounds through it. It works great. This is the little guy I was talking about you can use to disassemble it. And you see the sear is lowered out of the way when you manipulate it. And that allows you to disassemble the gun without actually pulling the trigger. But there's no real need to do that. Just be safe. Just know the status of your firearm. Be a professional, and you'll be fine. You won't have any problems. I haven't done any trigger job, any sort of work to this thing. It's just the wear that it's got from being shot and fired and used and carried day in, day out. So that's the frame. Now you have your slide and barrel. Dual captive recoil spring. Works great. Recoil's pretty soft in this bad boy. Barrel. Got a little bit of wear on it, a little bit of wear on the barrel hood, and down here towards the muzzle and feed ramp. Pretty polished. It has standard rifling. It does not have 5R. There's your little port for your loaded chamber window, so you can determine if it has brass in there. Let's see if we can get this bad boy to focus on this muzzle. There we go. So you can see it has almost like a crowned muzzle. It's not just rounded like a lot of pistols. It actually has a crown cut into it, and it protects that rifling nicely. And Smith & Wesson did a good job with this. It's a high quality cold hammer forged barrel, and it's basically a melanite finish. They don't call it that, but that's what it is. Inside of the slide, you can see where the barrel hood locks up. A little bit of wear. Big nice extractor there, you can see easily. Your firing pin safety, little plunger there. And then you can see the wear that I got on it from the holster, and of course I left the factory sights on it because no need to spend any serious money. I carry a flashlight anywhere, I carry a Surefire, and I can see just fine with the silhouette of these sights. One day I might put some night sights on it, but for now these things work great. So having said all that, I'll reassemble this bad boy. Just get that spring in position. Make sure your lever is still rotated 90 degrees. Line everything up. To the rear, push up on your slide stop. You can see where it catches. Spin your lever, and you are reassembled. Do a little function check. There you go. So that bad boy works. Make sure the safety works. Absolutely. So there you go. That's your Smith & Wesson M&P Shield in 9mm. 3.1-inch barrel, 9mm chambering. Comes with 2 magazines from the factory. One 8-round with a little pinky extension, and then one 7-round that fits flush right here. So there you guys have it. It's done well for me. It's very accurate. Headshots easily out to 15 yards with the 124 grains. Probably even 25 if you practice and really got your trigger squeezes under control. 100% reliable so far with about 500 rounds, and it's been a great carry piece. As you can see, it's basically thinner than my thumb. Not basically, it is thinner than my thumb, so it's not even a full inch wide. Easy to carry every day, inside the waistband, off body carry, doesn't really matter. This is a great carry gun. Doesn't break the bank, and it's been 100% reliable for me. So give it a try. Go out, rent one, pick one up, and see what you think about it, and shoot it before you spend your money. But you definitely can't go wrong with this. All right, guys, we're gonna load this bad boy back up. And then go on about our day. All right, there it is, Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. Haley Strategic, well actually G-code, Haley Strategic model incog inside the waistband holster. Also have the mag caddy for it, but I just don't run it right now in the summertime because it's just a little too much under a t-shirt for me. But this is a great accoutrement for your pistol. Definitely give these a look, give these bad boys a look, and we'll be back real soon with some new gun reviews. Thank you guys, have a great day.